Hello, good day everyone. Welcome to Triple E 172. So our topic is ideal feedback topologies. In the previous discussions class, we have been talking about feedback operational amplifiers. That was just one of four topologies for feedback circuits. So the four general topologies are shown in the screen. So nganong upat man. Well, it's actually a combination of the possible inputs and the possible outputs. So you have two possible inputs, whether it's a voltage source or a current source, and you have two possible outputs, whether it's a voltage drop or a current flowing through your load. Okay. Now, depending on the combinations of the input and output class, we also differentiate the kind of amplifier we use. For example, if the input is voltage and the output is voltage, then we call the entire feedback as voltage controlled voltage source. Okay. It is voltage source because it outputs a voltage. Okay. So the output is voltage. And the value of that voltage is voltage controlled. Okay. The value of that voltage is AVV epsilon, and we see that the dependent voltage source is dependent on the voltage drop VE. So it's voltage controlled. It's also called ideal feedback voltage amplifier because it amplifies voltage, the output is voltage, the input is voltage. And it is also called voltage series feedback. So the series here um, denotes the input, and the voltage describes the output. So you see in the input side, it's actually series. Okay. It answers the question, how do you apply a voltage source? It should be in series with a load. Okay. Now, the transfer function class is still equal to the open loop gain over 1 plus the feedback gain times the open loop gain. So the open loop gain is here. That describes the gain of this amplifier. Voltage amplifier, that's why the subscript is V. And then the feedback gain, beta V, describes this feedback. Okay, this component in the feedback. Now, the same derivation is done in order to have in order for us to have this formula. So I think I will no longer be doing that again here. However, I will have to solve for the input resistance. Okay, so for solving the input resistance class, and by the way, why is this important? Because in the previous discussion, we claimed that one of the advantages of a feedback topology or a feedback circuit is that we can control the input and output resistances. And when we can do that, then we can increase or decrease the values of the resistance based on the inputs it accommodates. For example, if it accommodates a voltage input, then it is good that the input resistance is high. So if an amplifier has low input resistance, then by using that in a negative circuit, we can increase that input resistance so it becomes a good um, amplifier if the input is voltage. Okay, so how do we now control the resistance? We need to know the value of that resistance first. So let us derive the expression for that. So the input resistance is as what we have been doing in the previous days. It is always equal to VI over II. The Thevenin resistance seen from the input. So if this is our I's, the input impedance is the impedance seen from here. So that's VI over II. Or if this were a test voltage, this is Vx and this is Ix, di ba? Pag Vx ni siya, this is Ix. So the ratio is the resistance. So it's the same, VI over II. Now, um, okay, we need to uh, somehow relate the input resistance with the input resistance of the amplifier Ri. Okay, let's call that. I'm not sure what letter I used here. Probably Zi. I don't know. Maybe Zi. Okay, let us denote Zi as the input resistance of the entire feedback topology. It must be a function or it must be related to Ri, the input resistance of the amplifier alone. And we will see how the two are related. Okay, so um well, II, okay, the goal is for us to have Ri in our equation. So I think we can have II as equal to VE or V epsilon over Ri. Right, so now Ri is in our formula, so probably this is a good start. This is the right direction. But the problem is we don't have an expression for V epsilon. Or do we have V epsilon? Um, well, V epsilon is right here, and this is actually equal to um, what? VO. And if we can relate VO to VFB, then maybe we can go back to KVL here, and then yeah, we can relate the parameter. So let us just try to testingan ba? Okay. Well, VI obviously is equal to V epsilon plus VFB. Okay, V epsilon can be related to VO, VFB can be related to VO. So I think yeah. Now KVL class. Okay, because there is no current flowing here. Okay, hanging man tanan, right? So VO is equal to AV V epsilon, right? And then um okay, VFB on the other hand is equal to beta V VO. So using all those equations, relationships, VFB is beta V times VO, which is AV V epsilon. And so um, we can, uh, express VI as V epsilon plus beta V AV V epsilon. Or VI is V epsilon times 1 plus beta V AV. So, andito na naman yung partner na beta at saka A. So, I think finally we can solve for Zi. That is just equal to Vi over II. We were able to express Vi in terms of V epsilon and II also in terms of V epsilon. So, Vi equals V epsilon times 1 plus beta V AV, and then I equals V epsilon over Ri. This is a complex fraction, so this is equal to Ri times 1 plus beta VAV. So you see, Zi is Ri 1 plus beta VAV. What does this tell us? Bati kay now si 1. Well, it tells us that um, the input impedance of the entire feedback topology is equal to the input impedance of the single amplifier multiplied by this term. And this term here is actually quite big, especially you know, if AV is infinite, then um, your input impedance becomes infinite, okay? Even if your Ri is not infinite, right? So that's the um, formula. For output impedance class, what we will do is the same with what we have been doing in the past. We kill all the independent power source. So voltage source is one of those components. So we short this to denote 0 volts. And then we try to apply a test voltage at the output because it totally gives us uh, an easier process or easier um, attack, ba? Easier attack, easier method. So if this is Vx and this is Ix, then our output impedance is just equal to Vx over Ix. And to those of you who have been wondering, who are still wondering, what is this test voltage? Well, this can be implemented in the lab. So, pwede gini siya i-implement literally ng butangan mong test voltage, you measure Ix, you short Vi, whatever is the ratio, that's actually the output impedance. That is the same impedance that will be felt by the um, that's the impedance that will be felt by the circuit, by this circuit. Uh, nga iya ang nga self-impedance niya ba? Ma-feel niya ba sa iyang kaugalingon. So, if butangan nimo na siya og load sa output nga resistor, dili gyud niya na ma-feel nga kana lang ang iyang kana lang iyang burden, kana lang iyang load. So, kung na siya load nga, let's say 100 ohms, ang iyang burden nga ma-feel is actually that 100 ohms plus kanang iyang output impedance. And we know that in our cascaded systems in AAA 170. Okay, now again, we will relate ZO. By the way, what letter did I use? Z nga talaga. So ZO must be a function of RO. RO is right here. This is how we model voltage to voltage amplifier. RO is in series. Mura ra gyapon ni in class. Naka-series ang RO kung ang imong source is voltage. Okay, so yeah, how do we do that? Okay, now we have current. So by nodal analysis class, um, Ix equals Vx minus AV VE divided by RO, right? That's nodal analysis. Or kini na siya nga potential, whatever this is, let's say VRO divided by RO. But VRO using KVL is Vx minus AVVE. So murag sakto ra pud ni nga direction class kay migawa si RO sa atong equation, but we have here another variable VE. So unsama nato ni no? So VE na dinhi somehow ma KVL nato ni dinhi sa VFB. Okay, dayon. Mo ni padulong. Well, if we added a test voltage here, Vx, then this is also Vx, right? And so this is also beta V Vx. So maka KVL ta diri class, let's do that. So KVL here we have V epsilon equals negative beta V Vx. Tama ba? Check your KVLs. Okay, positive, positive. Okay. So, okay na, no? Naanay mga Vx tanan. So, Ix will be Vx minus minus o plus AV beta V Vx over RO. So, Ix will be Vx times 1 plus AV beta V over RO. So, Vx over Ix, that's the output impedance of the feedback circuit, is equal to RO divided by 1 plus AVBV. So this formula again tells us something. that even if your RO, the big RO, that's the output impedance of this amplifier, that's the single amplifier, is not really low, and in a voltage amplifier class, gusto ta nga RO is gamay. Pero kung dili gyud siya tantong gamay, if we apply that, if we employ that in feedback, actually mugamay gyud siya, di ba? Your new output impedance will be ZO. That's RO, which is not really small, divided by a small number. I'm sorry, divided by a big number. How big is that? Well, if AV is infinity, then this is very big. So mugamay yun ang RO. Mugamay ang ZO, it now approaches to zero, even if RO is not really zero. Okay? So yeah, it really helps. Si feedback class kabalo siya nga kuan ka, input impedance ka padakon ti ka, output impedance ka pagamyon ti ka. Ngano man nga dako dapat ang input impedance, nganong gamay ang output impedance because this is a voltage amplifier. And that that question class can be answered by a simple voltage divider or current divider nga rule. Okay? Kabalo ta ana sa cascade systems. Balik ito ninyo, unsay effect kung ang input impedance gamay, unya voltage imong source. Unsay effect kung ang input impedance kay dako, unya current imong source. Inana siya. Balik ito ninyo. It may appear in the assessments. Questions like, ngano man nga kung voltage amplifier, dako dapat ang input impedance. The answer should be, because the input is voltage and having an inherent source resistance Rs, then my VI will be, my VI, yes, my VI will be Vs times Ri over Rs, so Ri should be infinite. Mga inana, go back to your cascaded systems, triple E 170. Okay, now, there's an illustration here. I think this is somewhat direct substitution. So I leave this to you as an exercise. Now, block diagram raman yun ni class, di ba? Unsa man gyud ni siya kung himuon ako sa breadboard, sir? It could be any circuit, okay? As long as it amplifies a current, a voltage, and it feeds back a voltage. That is a voltage controlled voltage source, okay? It inputs a voltage, it feeds back a voltage. Now, not all circuits, not all op-amp circuits kay inani iyang characteristic, okay? One of the many op-amp DC circuits or op-amp circuits, pwede mo AC ang input, nga under aning VCVS is kining non-inverting amplifier. And buffer is also one. Okay, pero kini lang atong tanawon. Mao ni akong gidrawing sa blackboard class. Katong gisolve nato ni in a different perspective using um using formula nga A over A plus beta A. Okay, first of all, ngano nga VCVS ni? Well, yes, it inputs a voltage, pero take note class, wala lang na naapil sa drawing, pero ga-input pod biya kag kurente. Pwede pod biya kani imong perspective. You can have this perspective class that my input is current. Okay? You can also have a perspective that your current is your output is not VO, it's this. Pero kabalo ta nga dili kurente class ang input kay kung magkurente na siya, di gyud na siya kalahos sa op amp because of the infinite impedance. If this were ideal class, that's infinite impedance. Okay? And um okay, so input is voltage. What is being fed back is VFB. Okay? VFB iyang uh, feedback. Aha man gi feedback padulong sa negative. Tanawa din hikla sa block diagram. Ang VFB gi-feedback niya or tanawa o plus, plus, minus, minus. Kabalo ka nga mauni nga block diagram because when you construct your KCLs here, I mean KVLs here, you have VI equals VE plus VFB. Also here you have VI equals VE plus VFB. Ibig sabihin, si error voltage VE is VI minus VFB. So the error voltage is the input voltage subtracted by or subtracted with na siya, subtracted from, minus na lang, minus VFB. If you remember, ang atong feedback, inani siya porma. And this is negative. Okay? This is VI, SI sa uban nga libro, this is VFB, this is the error voltage. And we know that error voltage is positive VI, this is plus, negative VFB. So kuha gyud niya sa non-inverting amplifier ang block diagram. Okay, ang formula sa block diagram. Now, we go back to op-amp class. At the steady state, okay, kanang kuan na siya, nag nag-stabilize ni siya. Di ba ana ta nga ang ideal, ang golden rule sa op-amp is number one, walay kuryente nga mosulod ug walay potential difference ang plus ug minus. Ang non-inverting ug inverting terminal. So it means that at steady state, um, the error voltage or the V epsilon is zero. Ngano man na, tungod kay ah sa perspective sa feedback class, mo approach mangud siya stability ang negative feedback. Unsay pasabot sa stable? Stable ani nga context class means V epsilon will always go to zero. Will always approach to zero. So kanang gipang-ingon nato nga golden rule sa op-amp, steady state na siya. In fact, when you simulate, let's say a buffer, ang output ana class di yun na inana yun na siya. And it has a tendency to oscillate. See, so here this is not steady yet. VE might go to 1 volt to negative 1 volt to 0.5 to negative 0.5 hantod ma zero siya. And this is part of the testing sa design sa op-amp. That's why in your midterm project ginalantaw ginato ni. Okay? So this slide tells us that this non-inverting amplifier is indeed under VCVS. Okay? I remember class, if you also remember, anak ko sa blackboard, sa una, ay katong miaging mga adlaw, when I was a student before, I also tried to do this with an inverting amplifier. Hindi yun na ako siya makuha. You know the mistake? Because I thought that is, the inverting amplifier is under VCVS. Hindi pala. Lahi pala siya. Okay, so let's continue. Another one is the shunt series. Daghan siya pangalan, no? Shunt series, ideal feedback current amplifier, current shunt, or current controlled current source. So sa assessment, pagbantay mo unsa ni siya ha. Kamo nay mo bahala mo hatag og convention sa inyong kaugalingon nganong kana ang pangalan. Kamo nay mo justify. But the most intuitive naming is kining for me ha is the current controlled current source. It is a current source and the source of the current depends on another current, i.e. Okay? Now the transfer function is also the same. Um, okay, let's do this. Kay wala man nato ni na solve eh. Ang na-solve lang to is katura mang op-amp nga voltage controlled voltage source. Okay, or voltage amplifier. If we want to solve the transfer function class, well, we have to know what's the input and what's the output because transfer function will always be parameter at the output divided by the same parameter at the input. So in the output, you have I/O. And your input, you have II. Kasi ano eh, current amplifier eh. How do we now relate I/O and II? So, tutok-tutukan imong circuit. Oh, I/O, relate na to ani. Yan IE, ma-relate na ko sa II. Di ba? Okay, so meaning, IE ang atong bridging term. So, sugod na sa I/O tingali, no? Sa aming I/O. Well, uh, okay. Problema ani class is si I/O kay dili na pud siya totally equal ni AIIE tungod kay naapay RO, no? Pero tanawa class, kuan siya. Ah, short siya. I'm supposed to say uh, close. Short siya class. You see? Short, 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 short. So meaning zero potential ni siya. Okay? And then um kuyawa ni nga circuit ay. Ba? Mura bag inani ba kung ato nang i-redraw na kay kuryente din ha. Ay. So, okay. Inani class, grabe ka tricky kay tungod kay short so 0 volts. Now you do your Ohm's law, 0 equals that's V, right? I times R. So I should be 0 over R. I'm sorry, ang I nga pasabot na ko diri is kining IR, kining may flow diri pa ubos IR. So, balag dili siya ma-obvious sa mata, pero actually walay kuryente nga mo flow dira. So this is 0. No? Can you imagine? So meaning ang IO, ang kanatibuk-an sa IO is equal to AIIE, all because you short the output. Okay, wala na siya magic. Wala na siya something fishy ana. Okay, so what is IE? IE, KVL ka diri. Here you have II equals IE plus IFB. So II equals, not IE, I epsilon plus IFB. Okay, nagsinamok na sa ding IFB. Can we express IFB in terms of another parameter related to IO or II? Yes, because here IFB equals beta IIO. II therefore is I epsilon plus beta IIO. So finally, makuha na to siya. Kuha ba? Yes, because from here, I epsilon is IO over AI. So we can use that here. So II equals IO over AI plus beta IIO. So II equals IO times 1 over AI plus beta I. So IO over II therefore is 1 over AI plus beta I. So this is 1 over 1 plus AI beta I over beta I. Pataka ko. Over AI di ay. 1 plus AI beta over AI. Okay. And then complex fraction, that's AI over 1 plus AI beta I. So mabalik lagi po katong open loop gain divided by 1 plus feedback gain times another open loop gain. Pero dinhi class, tanan nga gain, ang open loop gain o feedback gain kay current gain na siya tanan. Okay, so pasabot ani AI current gain, beta I current gain. Those are all unitless. Okay? And then input resistance, the same process class, you can have it as an exercise. Mao ni siya ang formula. Now, what do you notice? Your feedback tries to reduce your Ri into Zi para mahimo siyang Zi. Why? Because for a current source, your input impedance should be zero. And for the current output, your input impedance should be infinite. Nganong di ta makalimot ani? Well, one reason is, personally, ka-memorize ko sa voltage nga dapat high-low. So kung current, balihon ako na low-high. Pero what if makalimot ta? Balik ta class. Ako na nang gitubag ang punta na ganina. Sa voltage divider theorem. So if you have, or current divider theorem, if you have a current source, naamang gina siya natural nga non-ideal resistance. Now, karon ibala nimo ni og block nga naa kay input impedance. Thevenin input impedance, Ri. Thevenin na ha. Okay. Or actually Norton, it's the same. Now, ang imo man kung goal aning current amplifier class um is to have maximum transfer of current, not transfer of power, but transfer of current. Natural maximum transfer of current. Kasi current amplifier eh. Hindi naman siya power amplifier. It's a current amplifier. So, how do we make this current, let's say IS, to go 100% sa imong RI? Okay? You cannot change RS class. Sir, himuon ako ning infinite si RS, sir, para di gid mo sulod ang kurente. You cannot do that because RS lagi is natural, inherent na wala kay mabuhat ana. So, ang imong buhaton, maghimo kag circuit nga ikaw may mag-design ani nga zero iyang resistance. Para bahalag si RS 1 ohm, gamay kayo, dili ka makadaog gyapon ka. Kay mas mupili man ang kurente og 0 ohms. Mura na nagmanguyab ka. Kung naa kay ka kompetensya nga gwapo kayo, for example, or gwapa ba na? Ay, laki may manguyab. Kung naa kay kompetensya nga gwapo kayo, ayaw da uta kay gwapo no gina sa daan. Di na nimo mausab ang imong usbon, imong kaugalingon. O nya, di man ta gwapo, magpakabuutan na lang yun ta, di ba? Inanar na siya. Okay, sige. Oh, you do the same sa imong output. So, kung na kay current output, okay, so, ang imong amplifier na ang output. So, this is the amplifier. Siya ang output, pero sa amplifier man good class, kay kurente man na, maupod ni iyang RO. Dili na siya inherent, kaya di man ni siya source. Kuan man ni siya, amplifier man ni siya nga gadala og kurente. So, gimodel lang as current source, but it's not really the source. The source is here, gi-amplify din he. So, nahimo kunuhay siyang murag source kay naa naman ang kurente dira. Dayon na dayon siya RO. Now, itawod na sa nimo na sa load. Okay? You cannot change this. Kaya ang RL, load mo na. For example, himuay kog circuit para sa microphone nga 8 ohms. Di mo ana day ka, usba yung microphone kay nga akong gihimo nga circuit kay pang 100 ohms. Dili paliton imong circuit. So you cannot change this. You have to change this. So tanawa class, kung gamay ni siya, let's say 1 ohm. Okay. Let's say, yeah, 1 ohm. So, ganahan siya dira. Unya, unsa man dapat si RO? Imo dayong i-zero? Isuyop na niya tanan, dira na siya moagi. Wa na mabilin sa imong load, maghilak imong load. Kung 1 ohm, tunga. So kung gusto siya kag wala gi mo balik sa imuha, ma-transfer gid nimo sa load, you set this as infinite. Open. So inana na siya. Okay? Sige. I think I need to end here because I've been speaking for half an hour. So Ato lang ning padayonon, so ang output impedance nato makita gyud nato nga gipadako siya, di ba? Gimultiply siya. Kay padak-on man gyud siya kay dapat infinity man. And the practical, okay, we have an example. You can do this as an exercise. The practical circuit class is this. This is given by Niemann. So, atong i-trace. Um, hilig kay si Niemann og kanang non-ideal, no? So, walaon sa nato ni Samo kay ni. Walaon lang nato na for the sake of simple discussion. So, natay II. Pero sige, assuming class nga wala gud niya gi II ka obvious ra kay. Let's say VI. Na mo ginay voltage, di ba? How would we know nga dili pud ni siya voltage input? The answer class is because now we have an agianan of your current. Okay? And isa pa class, unsa man yang gi-feedback? Well sir, pwede pod kuan sir, portion sa VO sir, yung divide niya diri. Well, pwede, pero imong input dili man voltage. Kay kuan naman na, naa na may agianan sa kuryente. Later makita nato niya, maghatag og trailer ninyo. We know that this is a current input if there is a path for current. And then, okay, trace na to diri be. Nay error current. Sir, di ba sir, zero ni? Yes, zero siya sa steady state. In fact, same lang po ni sa VE, nga zero sa steady state. Pero, the thing about IE class is this, and I always keep on saying this, bahalag dili na siya negative feedback, bahalag positive feedback, because the zero-ness of the current is because of the impedance of the transistor inside this amplifier. Dili na ni kinahanglan og negative feedback. So, pwede rin ni positive feedback. Zero yun gyapon na. Kay impedance naman na. Kung transistor na, gamay man yun na. Microamps naman na. Kung FET na, zero man yun na. So, balag unsa pa na imong feedback, open loop ba na, positive feedback, negative feedback, this will always be zero, ideally. Okay. Check din nato class kung nakuha ba niya ang KCL sa block diagram, di ba? Namti ana ni dig na. Sa mga kurente na po na siya. Kurente sa input, error ng kurente, feedback. So, check na to. So, ang atong KCL is II equals IE plus IFB. So, IE is again equal to II minus IFB. So, nakuha niya. That is why your IFB may not seem to be feedback or it may not seem to be fed back. It seemed to be ano aiding or adding to the current, but actually class feedback ni siya tungod kay ang II gikuhaan niya didto. Kini ba ginegative niya diri o gikuhaan niya ang II ah diri ang di ba ang block diagram ang II mura siyang feedback class. When we say negative feedback na ani na lang negative feedback is like ang imong ihatag balik sa input kay negative. So mura nang gikwaan, di ba? It's another perspective, another way to say that. And diri pud makita nato nga yeah, feedback siya pero when you do when you hear feedback man god, it's sort of like hatag. Pero because it's negative feedback, actually gikwaan. So diri pod kay ang kurente magud makita man gyud gud nimo ang kurente. It's unlike voltage class. You don't really see it. I mean, the direction of the voltage, there's no direction of the voltage. So you can't really see that, the voltage is subtracted, it's added, unless mag-KVL ka. But for current, lantawon pa lang nimo ang arrow class, kabalo na jud ka nga gikwaan gihatagan. So balik ta sa akong point, the feedback current may not seem to be fed back tungod kay negative feedback. So murag gyud siya nakwaan. Okay? So tama. Now, aha man karon ang katong IFB og IO, ang katong feedback nga gain. So ang IO class gidefine ni Niemann as dire and then IFB din ha. So tan-awon po nato dire. Let's see. IO no sama ni. Okay, IO equals IFB plus I1. Okay? So IFB equals IO minus I1. So kini nga formula class napakita nato nga yes, the feedback is just a portion of IO. Anong portion man na? Kay dili man gyud IO iyang gibalik. Gikwaan man niya. Question, sir. Pwede sir nga wala ni? Yes. It will just simply mean that the feedback current is 100% of IO. Pero diri class kay um, dili, portion lang ang gikuha. Okay? Some of you might ask, gipasaka magud ang kurente sir, pero kung naog na, di naman na inana. Well, para magud na nga ma-match nato siya sa block diagram ba. Nakita gyud nato siya nga. This is a current controlled current source. So what is this? This is an inverting amplifier. Okay? And pwede pod gani class nga wala oning i-short ni maning RL. So, kuan na gyud. Inverting amplifier na gyud ka. Sige, we will continue. Um, okay. Okay. I think we can end here. Um, okay, I think we can end here. In the next meeting class, we will start from this slide. Kay ato na sang i-derive balik ang negative RF over R, wala man ni butangan no. Sige, maghimo tag bag-o nga circuit nga non-inverting. Ipakita nato nga katong formula niya nga negative RF over R1, ma-solve to siya, ma-derive to siya gamit ani. Thank you. Have a good day.